The number 497,099, you can go dry and go, oh, it beat consensus. It just is a completely different story to the one that people were expecting, right? It is year-on-year delivery growth. Everyone expected a decline. But something massive changed in the quarter. What sources inside Tesla kept saying to me is, are you paying attention to what we're doing in advertising and marketing? Are you paying attention to the dynamics in the EV market in America? Inside, they felt really good. Now, Musk does not like advertising, traditional marketing, traditional advertising. But what I'm told happened was they did a bit of an experiment earlier in the year with their energy business, like solar, storage, batteries. And that marketing and advertising translated to sales. So somebody, I don't know who, but somebody inside Tesla was like, let's do this.
Is he involved in this turnaround?
It's really hard to say, because I want to say one thing. On November 6th, shareholders will vote on this compensation package where the board is requiring him over a 10-year period to deliver 20 million vehicles, 500,000 a quarter, right? We're not near that yet.
Wow. Okay.
But it was a very clear tell that the board wanted him to focus on this bread and butter business. And even the most hardcore fanatic in the retail investor base, the Elon Musk fan, has been appealing to him, say, Elon, please try traditional advertising. How things work in Tesla, decisions are made by committee of generals, and then they take things to Elon Musk, and he signs off on it. So I don't know the answer definitively, Tom, but that's my suspicion.
The narrative I kind of was paying attention to was, outside of the U.S., China's going to just dominate this EV business going forward. They actually have a decent product, more than decent, at a really competitive price. And how's that playing out?
Well, I still need to get some data from the China Passenger Car Association, but Tesla is competitive in China.
Okay.
Tesla is exposed to the risk of the Chinese government putting pressure on its citizens to buy domestic. Right. That's still a thing. But there's also still brand aspiration in China. If you are sort of a middle-income earner in China, buying, historically it was the European brands. You wanted your Mercedes and BMW. Tesla does fit into that narrative. And don't forget, there's a big lever that Tesla has, which is it makes the cars in China for China. But I think this beat right now, 497,000, almost 500,000 vehicles in the quarter. We need to go really carefully and look deeply into the role that Americans played here. What happened on September 30th? The federal tax credit was removed.
That's right.
So
how big is that tax credit? Give us the numbers.
So how it works for most people, right, is the attractiveness is in the lease, because because the eligibility of a vehicle to have a $75 price credit at the point of sale correlates to its price. Not everyone's buying cash, right? Lots of people lease.
No. So if I'm in a 300-month plan, you're telling me I get a 75% discount?
My lease every month on my Tesla Model Y.
You have a Tesla?
Tesla Model Y, you know this. Come on now. And by the way, dear listener, I pay for it myself, but I pay about $300 a month.
Redo isn't funding your Tesla?
Redo's not funding it. I pay it out of my pocket. Of course, I'm paid to do this as a job, and that gives my income. But $300 for a lease is a blooming good lease, right? Yes. And so, but that reflected the tax credit baked in. So now leases will tick up, right? Even for Tesla, who do their own ad hoc discounts.
Control room, help me here. Can we say bloomin' good with our FCC license?
I think we can.
Is that okay?
I think
it's lost in translation. I don't know. Go ahead.
So what's the next milestone for Tesla? Is it a number like this? Is it a deliverable number like this?
I think that this is just data, right? And the stock, as we've discussed many times on this brilliant show, the stock and the valuation is based on a future around robotaxi and humanoid robotics. Okay. I think it's critically important people remind themselves the board is holding Musk to a mandatory goal of 20 million vehicle deliveries if he's going to get $1 trillion of comp. But this week, lots of things have happened, not just the start of the baseball season. I know that's important, but New York State Pension said they will vote against this compensation package for Musk. And so why do I keep saying stuff like this? Because there is a big section of the investor base that just want him to do normal things. And delivering vehicles is it.
Yeah, like a day job. Ed Ludlow, help me with this. Yeah. Teslas, there's like 2 models, right?
Well, no, there are 5 models. But to answer your question, 90% of the data we've just talked about was just Model 3 or Model Y.
Okay,
Yeah.
Model 3, Model Y.
Right.
And yet, if I'm on the Bentley's in the garage, I'm in an Audi electric or a Mercedes electric or this electric, and when I get in, I perceive them as real cars, unlike a Tesla. Does Musk desire to make a fancier Tesla that feels like an Audi electric?
As in, you see Tesla as like a computer on wheels, or
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm asking. You're the expert.
So the biggest criticism that Tesla's had from the traditional players in the auto industry is they have so few models. Like, think about all of the cars that GM, Ford, and Audi and the Germans, they all
It's
produce.
like a Ford Falcon of EVs. Do they want to make a fancy car
I just don't.
for Lisa Mateo?
So they are making a Roadster, which was their original thing. It's a small form factor sports car, but this is niche. The Model S, for example, is a now they just make it for sort of sentimental reasons. No one's buying it, Tom, is the answer. So it's not their priority.